Greetings, peace, family. Hope all is well. I'm back with another guided message. It's probably going to be my last one for today. But I am trying to get to a certain point where I'm at least putting out one a day, but I'm a little bit behind. So this video, forgiving yourself. So we talked about forgiving everybody else. Talked about self-love. What about forgiving yourself? I think that when people ask me, it's like, I know I did it 20 years ago, but it's still affecting my life today. How can I forgive myself? Okay, how can I forgive myself? Okay, first, for those that it's still affecting your life today, everything is a perspective, right? And so if you choose to look at the glass half empty, then that's what it is. But if you choose to look at it half full with the possibility of refills, then that's what it is, right? I think the biggest thing to forgiving yourself is having no regrets. And I know that sounds crazy, right? It's like, what? No regrets. Why? Because each lesson or each experience that was presented, you should have learned a lesson from it, right? And so if each lesson is to help you evolve, then each lesson is a blessing, or AKA a divine shower, right? And so if the whole objective is to evolve, then each lesson has to be a blessing because it has pushed you into evolution. Does that make sense? It's like whatever that lesson was, you needed it to become the best version of yourself, right? So your oversoul, your ancestors, angels, ratios, guides, whoever you subscribe to, right, has presented an opportunity for these lessons to take place so that these experiences take place so you can learn a lesson so that you can evolve, right? Because that's what we're here to do. And so once you realize that, then it's like, no, you don't have any regrets, right? I always tell everybody, especially my seed, to follow your intuition, right? Even if your intuition took you down a rocky road, baby, it was lessons down that road, honey, that you needed. Okay? And as long as you got those lessons, then now you're moving in wisdom, right? Because now you have them for the rest of your life. Okay? So, yeah, definitely road worth traveled. Definitely worth going down Pothole Drive, right? Because even though it was bumpy, baby, it was uncomfortable. What did you learn? Are you a better person? Did you evolve? Right now, are you moving with wisdom? Right? So therefore, one would say the experience was definitely worth it. Why would you regret that? I also think it's important for people to realize that whatever you did in that time, you wanted to do it or you didn't want to do it. Right? And you should honor that because that's who you were at that time. That was who your oversoul, or that is who, hold on, y'all. That is who that version of yourself was at that time. And that's what you needed, right? So that you could have those experiences, so you could learn those lessons, so that you could evolve to a higher vibration of yourself and become a better version of yourself, right? That makes sense. Now, yes, some lessons are harder to learn than others, but all of the lessons are significant, right? And so I think that once you can realize the significance of each experience that you've had, each lesson that you had, now you can start showing yourself that same compassion, right? And grace and mercy that you show everyone else who made a mistake. He's like, they just made a mistake. They deserve a second chance. Give yourself a second chance. And a third and a fourth, right? I don't know what life this is for me. I done started. That's another video. When you realize that you needed those lessons, then the people who harmed you, you can then forgive them, right? Because now you know they came here to teach you that valuable lesson that you desperately needed, that you've already set up before you came here to learn. That's another video. Point is, realize that the experiences you had, you needed to learn a lesson. And so forgive yourself for whatever mistakes you think you've made, because they really weren't mistakes. Everything is divinely orchestrated, right? Everything is divinely guided. And so your intuition told you, no, do this. And that's because at the time you needed to go down that road to learn that lesson, have that experience that you wouldn't have got down this nice smooth road. That makes sense? Okay. And once you understand that, then you can then forgive the people who harmed you. Forgive yourself, forgive them. Okay? So, I hope that helps somebody today. Let this be confirmation to forgive thyself. Love thyself, forgive thyself, right? Have no regrets. Everything you did at the time that you did it, you wanted to do that shit. You had a great time doing it too. Okay, so just take your experiences, take your lessons, and move on, right? Forgive yourself. It's like, oh man, okay, what did I learn? Okay, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't, now, if you continue with the pattern, then you ain't learned nothing, right? That's another video. So as long as you learned and now you moving differently, right? You want something different? Do something different. Be somebody different. All right. I love y'all. Peace, love, and prosperity to you guys. Later.